Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. It's time for a quick shout out to some of our friends. B&B Auto Sales, your muscle car connection in Brookings, South Dakota. Above the Notch Car Club, a car club for auto enthusiasts in northern New Hampshire. The New Hampshire Muscle Car Club, the largest muscle car club in all of New England. MGM Classic Cars in Addison, Illinois. Visit mgmclassiccars.com today. Beach Hill Automotive in Bethlehem, New Hampshire, specializing in the repair, service, and towing of muscle cars and classic cars. Absolute Auto Body and Collision Repair in St. Johnsbury, Vermont. And lastly, I am your independent Amsoil dealer. Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. And last but not least, if you decide to advertise with the Muscle Car Podcast, this could be part of your advertising message. Well, good evening and welcome to the podcast. I'm really glad you're here. I have a robust lineup of muscle car entertainment on tap for you tonight, but before we get into all of that, I want to make sure that everything is working properly. So, if you can see my face and hear my voice, I'm going to ask you to leave a comment. Please let me know where you're viewing this from and whether you are a first-time viewer or a regular viewer. Now, to our first-time viewers, if this is your first time hanging out with us tonight, I hope you have a good time with us tonight, and I hope you decide to join us here each and every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. This podcast simulcasts to 8 different places across Facebook and YouTube. So wherever you're viewing this right now, just circle back in 1 week's time, and we'll be here waiting for you. Now, to our regular viewers who are here week after week, month after month, and season after season, you guys are the ones who make this possible, and we very, very much appreciate that. Let's take a couple of quick comments here, and then we'll bring our friends on and get the party started. Let's see. We've got regular viewers popping in here. Mike Whiteside says, "Hey, Mikey, loud and clear from Illinois. Thank you so much for joining us tonight." And also our regular viewer, David from Alaska Railroad, saying it looks good. So we appreciate that feedback. Let me get where I need to be here. We'll bring our friends on and get this party started, such as it is. Gentlemen, how are we doing tonight?
Good.
Doing good.
Cool deal. Good to see everybody. We really appreciate it. Has anybody seen snow where they are over the last week since we saw each other last?
Oh, yeah, we got it here. Just the dusting still.
Sure.
I was out in my shorts today raking leaves.
Crazy.
You must be.
But last week I had to shovel the snow to rake the leaves.
There's always that extra step that gets you, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, and unfortunately for me, nothing. We did get one day where we had a little sleet, quickly turned to freezing rain, and then quickly went to rain. So I don't even think those streets had to get sanded.
Crazy. Won't be long though.
Yeah, well, my pond had that light thin of ice, sheet of ice over the top of it the last couple of days here now. So,
wow. Yeah, it won't be long. It's coming. Well, cool. Well, let's take a look at what we have here tonight. We're on item number 1. And back in September, Virgil and I took a little road trip to the Street Rod National Car Show in Essex, Vermont. We had a great time. And we had an interview with a nice couple that owned a 37 Ford Coupe. So let me get that queued up and we'll take a look at it. And also I put on the front of this a little clip that we've probably seen in the past. It's just a clip that Virgil and I did in the car on the way over there. Let's take a look. And it's taking a minute to load here. The computer is loading out. Here we go.
Hey, friends.
Yep.
On a road trip.
On the road trip, Mike and Virgil here. Headed to the Northeastern National Hot Rod Show here in, I believe it's Essex, Vermont. And here to go see some nice hot rods. We've seen a bunch of nice stuff on the highway already. And time to start.
Yes, if you're in the area, come on by. If you see us, say hi.
Peace.
37 Ford.
That's what wives are for.
Yes.
It's got a 351 Cleveland in it.
Thank you for going forward with Ford.
Everything in it is Ford. It's got a Mustang Mark 1 transmission, Mustang Mark 1 rear end, front end's all racket pinion steering, Ford power steering. The car was built in California, sold in Virginia. The guy didn't keep it very long, and he sold it to a guy here in Vermont. That guy never drove it, put it in a garage, sold it to a dealer, and the dealer liked my 57 Chevy, and we swapped even.
Swapped even.
And I've had it for 4 years now?
3 years.
3 years. And it's not going anywhere. It's going to be my baby for the rest of my life.
Nice. Is it your baby too? Nice.
Chevy for a Ford. Yeah, take that, Chevy.
Yes.
And I'm a Chevy fan.
Yeah, 57 at that.
57 that tried to kill us, so it was time to get rid of her.
She's going in this winter to be done by, I don't know if you know, Whitten Brothers. They're going to AC to it, put a rolling chassis on it.
Which chassis you're getting?
I'm not sure.
Art Morrison or who else makes those chassis? Forget who else makes chassis.
I'm not sure. Whitten Brothers are the ones going to do it.
Okay.
And he's going to make it. He said today he's going to make it so we can drive it anywhere in the world.
Oh, nice.
Right now,
That's right.
she's only got 3 speeds, and she doesn't wind out, but she's good from 0 to 100, whatever, here in a quarter mile. But I want it so I can drive that.
All right. So does that mean fuel injections coming in there at some point?
I'm not sure.
All right. So who makes that one right now? That Holly Sniper kid.
Yeah. I don't want to go too big of an engine. That's a big engine for that right now, the 351 Cleveland. There's no room with the chassis that's on there because it's still the X frame. The old model A-type frame.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to put anything in. When I did the transmission, I had to go back with a C4 instead of a C6. I wanted a C6.
So you're able to do that now?
Yeah.
Well,
Once he's done, I'll be able to put a bigger transmission in.
All right. Yeah, they're doing a lot of wonderful things with those chassis, especially people building them in-house. And just the technology that goes into that. I watch a lot of shows. And just the technology that goes in, and then you watch them set up their jigs and all this other stuff. It's just truly amazing.
Yeah. There's a lot of different things on here. That's an Oldsmobile tail lights.
Oh wow.
You're out of a 58 Oldsmobile.
They're also upside down. Everything lights up. You see the little green things on the
Oh yes,
license
yeah.
plate. So when you
Antenna
turn the
lights
lights
up.
on,
Oh, these light up. Wow. Nice.
Here, Mike.
Oh wow. That lights up too?
I don't know.
On the dash in here.
So there you have it. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll start top to bottom. Virgil, reactions to that?
Yeah, that was just a cool car, and it was two cool, amazing people there. And the more we talked to them, and the more we started piecing that car apart, we found more and more Boyd Coddington parts.
Yeah.
Or just his feel, his touches were done on places on that car there.
Definitely. And, you know, I'm kind of kicking myself because when we were having that conversation, I did not have the camera rolling, and I would have liked to because we covered a lot of ground in that conversation.
Yeah, they're just.
But
a lot
it was
of
cool hanging out with them.
in there. Yeah.
Yeah. And go ahead. Did you have more on what
Nope,
what those
I'm
details
done.
were? Or?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm done.
Cool deal. Michael?
Yeah, I mean, I always get mixed up with these cars. Whenever I go to a car show, I see these Cayenne cars, and I'm like, is that a Ford or Chevy? I gotta get used to the styling, you know, because there was similar styling between them. And
Yeah.
even Buick, same thing. They had similar styling too. But the thing is that I really like about these is I look at the headlights and I'm like, somebody screwed up. They should have had the headlight the other way around, look like a teardrop. It looks like a teardrop upside down.
Sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. Hey, Rob?
I even got my Boyd Connington poster behind me.
Oh, let me put you full screen here so we can take a look at that.
There it is.
Oh yeah.
Ah, look at that.
Yeah.
Very cool. How's that for timing?
Yep. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Matter of fact, a relative of mine just got married. It was 25 years ago, last week or something like that. And they had a Boyd Connington car at the wedding they used.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
Yeah, because he was a good friend of their family. But that's a cool car. And did the guy take the food tray right off the tray? He's sitting there eating.
Oh, it looks like it.
I'd like it when they put the extra on like a tray or something like that, eh?
That is nice.
That was the
Take-
theme back in those days, eh? When they go
Takes
the
you
extra
right
mile or
back.
something like that, I like that idea.
I do too. Let me see if I can find that because that was a nice touch. I enjoyed that too.
Yes.
You know,
Right,
I
right
see that
there.
happen. There's a lot of cars around here that do the same thing.
yeah. Yeah.
I like it. The only thing is, it makes it a little tough to get the interior photos.
Sure, yeah, working around that for sure, for sure. Oh, and we've got comments coming in. Oh, cool. Our friends Stacy and Art Fosler are in the house, regular viewers from Plattekill, New York, saying that everything looks and sounds good. We appreciate that. And then, our friend Mike Whiteside said he turned 67 today. I'm sorry, 67 degrees. I'm sorry, I misunderstood that. So if I aged you a whole lot there, Mike, sorry about that. But it's supposed to be nice tomorrow as well. And yeah, we're supposed to have a nice warm stretch here for a couple of days too.
Yeah.
And then David from Alaska Railroad says, good evening to Mike, Rob, Virgil, and Michael. We appreciate that.
Good evening.
And he also says, and an earthquake. So maybe they're expecting an earthquake.
Oh.
I don't know. So yeah,
Yikes.
crazy.
I don't miss those.
No, that's
Well,
right. You used to live in California.
I did hear something about Illinois got struck with 3.2 today.
Yes, he's in Illinois, so that he might have felt that.
Yep.
It's quite possible he felt that. Yeah, and if you experienced anything like that, Mike Whiteside, please make a couple of comments what that was like for you over there. And while we're waiting for that, we do have we're on item number 2. It's time for announcements and Amsoil. So we're going to put Rob full screen here, and he's going to talk to us about Amsoil.
Every week we talk about the Amsoil products and the promotions and all that. And Amsoil has a promotion right now. If it costs you $10, become a preferred customer. And that's the best possible way to buy the product. You buy it directly from Amsoil, you save 25%, you order $100, ship it right to your house. A lot of people are asking, well, I don't need $100 worth of certain product. You can mix and match. You can order our signature oil. You can order the motorcycle oil. 4 bottles of the Z-Rod oil. You can mix and match. You don't have to order full cases. My favorite is the Gear Lube. And I call it a toothpaste container because 100% of the stuff comes out when you go to squeeze it instead of trying to use the old pump to do a rear end or something like that. But when you order $100 worth, they give you a $5 coupon. Now it costs $10 to be a preferred customer. In 6 months' time, they send you letters, $20 to keep it up. If you ordered 6 times, you would have 30. If you ordered 4 times, you'd have $20. You get your next year membership paid free. And on top of that, if you order $49 worth, you can either get your choice between diesel fuel all-in-one or the gas additive, the PI, clean the gas tank and get rid of the ethanol problems. So for an extra $5 on your order, you can get either one of these products added, a $20 item added for $5. And the best possible way to buy the Amsoil product is by becoming a preferred customer. Mike has a link where you can join, and they'll send you one of these catalogs. And they don't hide the price. They put the price right in there. This is how much it retails for, and this is how much that you buy it for. So the price is right in there to show you what your cost is going to be on the products. And you don't have to buy a full case. You can mix and match, and they make it really easy for you to get the product directly at your home at a good savings at 25% off.
Yeah, absolutely. And the cool thing is, even with that $10 to join, you're going to save at least that in most cases on your very first order. So you make that back right away. And if someone is ready to order and ready to do that with the preferred customer program, there's a link in the description. Click that link for the preferred customer program. It's just a couple of clicks to join and then start shopping. And everything on your order now that you add to the cart will come up as a preferred customer with the deepest level of discount. And once you hit $100, you're getting free shipping. It's an incredible value. And the nice thing too, when you use my link, it once your account is created, it connects you to me and connects you to Rob as well. So that way, if you need help or support or answering questions, we're here to help you for all of that. So it helps everyone. And of
We're
course,
just an email away.
yes. And of course, this is how we subsidize doing these podcasts. All of the expenses associated with this podcast are paid for by Amsoil commissions, by people like you. And we really do appreciate that.
Just since we started this program 15 minutes ago, I've got 2 emails people ask me, what oil does so-and-so take?
There we go.
So we have a link right on the Amsoil program where you can click on, you put your year, your model, and what engine you have, and it'll tell you what Amsoil products are recommended for that vehicle.
Yeah, it's an excellent resource for sure.
And Rob, I was going to ask you when you were talking about the gas additive.
Yep.
I wonder, maybe we should, if it works for weed whackers and lawnmowers and stuff, maybe you should bring that up too, because that's the first things that get destroyed by ethanol.
Oh, yes. 2 cycles do not like ethanol. And right now we're only at 10%, and they're talking of going to 15%. And I've tested my chainsaw. It will not work on 15% ethanol.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
we
a
have
lot
a
of people
separate
are.
one for the small
So I
engines,
wonder
we
what
have
we're
no
going to
problem.
do about that.
It costs more to make ethanol than it does to make gas. So maybe the government might get smart and say ethanol is not the right way to go.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
it
and
never
a
has
lot of
been.
people are.
Go ahead, Mike.
A lot of people are putting their small engines away, lawnmowers and weed whackers away for the winter. And it's a great way to. They're great products that Amsoil has to store those for the winter, and also
Stabilizer.
yes, and also to mitigate the ethanol in the fuel too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I enjoy the ethanol trains that come through. 80-car ethanol train coming through my backyard. I love getting pictures of all those tank cars. But knowing what it's doing to cars, I'm like, it's good for me for getting pictures, but it's bad for the vehicles and everything else.
Yeah. For sure. And then getting back to the earthquake, Mike Whiteside said, yes, they did experience that today. Hopefully there was no damage in his area. Also, he says he uses Interceptor in his 03. Very cool.
Thank you.
Very cool. Yeah, he's an Amsoil user, and yeah, we appreciate that. Also, our good friend Josh Leverker, who will be on our podcast in the not too distant future, he's in the house from Turin, New York. He said he just put his Chevelle away for the winter, and when you take that out in the spring, Josh, we'd love to do some video on that and maybe have you on the podcast to talk that up and give us a little tour of it.
And we have a little surprise for you too in the near future.
Yes, early in December, first week of December, we're going to have an all Chevelle episode. So we've got that to look forward to. Oh, and as a housekeeping note, the next 2 weeks are going to be doing reruns because with the holiday and everything, we've got a lot going on. So the next 2 weeks will be reruns. We won't have a live podcast, but there'll always be something in this time slot for you to view. So we're on item number 3. We're going to take a look at a 1976 Chevy Corvette, and this car is for sale by our friends at MGM Classic Cars. Let me get that queued up here. You're going to like this one. I know I do. Let's take a look. And we need our Jeopardy music. It's taking a minute to load here.
I'm looking at their webpage instead.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
Yeah.
Cutting right to the chase.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, I guess it timed out. Let me try loading that file again.
Unless you want to do Christmas music.
There we go.
Coming to you from MGM Classic Cars in Addison, Illinois. MGMClassicCars.com. Fresh arrival 1976 Chevrolet Stingray Corvette. White with black interior. Great stance. Iconic Corvette. Sitting on American racing wheels, which are in great shape. Tires as well. Original engine. All your hoses and belts look good. Power disc brakes. Power steering. Nicely cleaned up in there. Original manifolds. Nice car. This is an L82. It's see what we got here. Let me push it in a little bit. It's a Corvette. Down here, you push them in just to lock it in a little bit. Great stance, great look. Lines up like it should. All your lights, turn signals are working. It's fully loaded with tilt and cruise as well, and power windows. T-tops are with the car. Paint is driver quality, not bad. Lines up good all the way throughout. No real paint flaws, so it cleans up real well. I opened the door. Rear bumper in good shape all the way throughout. Typical Corvette, as they get older, there's a little bit of pitting and stuff with the fiberglass and plastic. But paint lays on it really nice. Really a beautiful car. They've always been. Nice lineup there. All your gaps on this side are good. Stingray, like I said, L82. Done right. Black leather interior with an automatic transmission. Stamped L82 right there. Dash is in good shape. Interior is good. The seats are in good shape. Armrest has been added. Carpets are all good. Inside, your crevices are good too, folks. All your glass seems to be original. Let's fire it up. 73,227 miles. Fired right up. All your gauges are working correctly. AM FM stereo cassette. I'm sure you still all have your cassettes. Power windows. Sounds like a Corvette. Let's see what she's got in her. We're located in Addison, Illinois, just 20 minutes away from O'Hare Airport. We've got over 220 cars in stock at our warehouse. We're open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 10 to 2, all by appointment only. You'll find all our cars on our website at mgmclassiccars.com. All our videos, description, photos, and pricing's on there as well. So if you need to get a hold of me or text me or call me with any questions on any of our cars or quotes on shipping, you can reach me at 773-600-0919. Again, my name is Earl. That's 773-600-0919.
Cool, yeah. So thank you so much to our friends at MGM Classic Cars. Another great example of what they have in their inventory over there. Michael, first comment on that?
Yes. As I was saying, I love that style Corvette. My girlfriend, on the other hand, she hates that style, but I can't understand why she hates it. It's got all the curves in the right places. It was the most stylish. It had the most power. Unfortunately, thanks to the stupid government, they did have some in that year period, from I think it was all the way up to 82. I forgot what year they started out with this style, but the whole span of time, they had a powerful engine, then the government cut it down, and then near the end, they bumped up the engine again to have a lot of power. So, that's the only downfall with that version of the Corvette. Some years had a little weaker engine, some had a stronger engine because the government was playing games, but not to say the least, this is the best looking Corvette style there ever was.
Yeah, it's so iconic for sure. Definitely. And Rob?
I lost the sound there. I had to click off, come back on. But that's a classic car. But I was on their website looking at vehicles. They got a 1987 Buick Grand National, one owner, only 9,000 miles on it. 9,000 miles. Where do they find cars like this?
I don't
Yeah.
know, but they're sure good at it. Yeah.
Oh,
They've
they
always
have
got
quite a
amazing
collection.
inventory over there.
They have about 6 Grand Nationals on their websites.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always have excellent inventory. And
Another
Virgil?
car they have is a 1958 Buick Riviera.
Wow,
What a good
Oh
looking car.
yes.
Yeah.
that's amazing. We go ahead, Virgil.
Yeah, remind me of Corvette Summer.
Yes,
Corvette
one of my
Summer.
favorite
You always
movies.
go back and forth on that car there. Side pipes and was that the loud hood and all that other stuff on there. But yeah, cool looking car.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I
It's funny,
will
you know.
say,
Go ahead. Go ahead, Michael.
I will say that every year we have a Corvette show that's down in South County in Rhode Island, which I have never gone to. That's something I would love to go to at some point.
That would be amazing. Yeah. It's funny. Earlier today, I collect magazines from the 70s. Many of them are automotive magazines. I was looking through a hot rodding magazine today from 76, and they had a lot of things in their aftermarket things that you could get for Corvettes. One of those places had the pop-up headlights. They were actually a square headlight kit. There were 2 square headlights instead of the round headlights. And they also had these fiberglass body kits that had wider, more aggressive fenders, front and rear, as well as the more aggressive hood, the taller hood, and kind of the flying buttresses in the back. And you could get that whole kit for I think $1,300. All that fiberglass for $1,300.
Wow.
And I bet today you couldn't even get one of those items for that price.
No.
It's crazy to see those kind of prices.
It is quite amazing how things have changed in prices over the years.
Yes. And I think what I might do is take some shots of those ads I was telling you about for a future episode to take a look at that, because it was really fun to look at that. And I think everyone would enjoy that as well. And we've got comments aplenty coming in here. Let's take a look. Here we go. Stacy and Art Fosler said, that sounds good on the Chevelle show. In fact, Stacy and Art, I'm probably going to use the clip of your Chevelle as part of what we're doing on that show. So be sure and tune into that. That's going to be, let me get an exact date for you. That's going to be the 13th of December that we'll be doing that. Do I have that right? So the 22nd, the 6th of December. I'm sorry. The 6th of December was when we're going to be doing that all Chevelle show. So be sure and tune in for that. Also, Mike Whiteside says, if one of you guys buy that, I'll go to Addison and drive it out to you. Cool deal.
Yeah,
cool deal.
I'll ride with them.
Yes, right, shotgun.
It's priced right.
Nice. What are they asking for that, Virgil?
Just under 14,000.
Not bad. Not bad at all. If I had that laying around, I would snatch that up.
Well, yeah. Hey, they do finance, Mike. No.
There we go. Nice. Oh, and Mike Whiteside, how far are you from Addison, Illinois? Is that close to you? Just out of curiosity, please leave a comment. And then David from Alaska Railroad says he likes how he mentioned the cassettes. He said he actually wanted an 8-track player for his Monte Carlo. Cool deal. Those were the days. It's funny, those 8-track tapes were so miserable, but boy, they really it's like an authentic 70s thing, to see the 8 tracks in there. And then Stacy and Art Fosler say, I have a 79 Corvette, only had 165 horsepower. They put another motor in that makes about 400 horsepower now. Wonderful. Yeah.
That's what I mean when I was saying about these vets, that there was years where they had very poor engines. They weren't that powerful.
Yeah. And Stacy and Art, if you still have that car, we would love to see a video on that, similar to what you did of the pickup truck video you did for us and the Chevelle video that you did for us. And then, David from Alaska Railroad says the Buick Grand National GNX, fastest car of the time. Yeah.
Yeah, even the state police even had them.
Wow. Nice. And then Mike Whiteside said he's about 3 hours from MGM Classic Cars there in Addison, Illinois.
Oh, wow.
Cool deal. Well, cool. So let's take a look here where we are. We're on item number 4. We're going to turn back the clock to June of 2021, going to Lee, New Hampshire. Now, our friends, at the beginning of this podcast, every time you see that banner for the New Hampshire Muscle Car Club, and they put on amazing muscle car shows all over New Hampshire all through the summer months. And we're going to take a look at one from 2021. And this footage, by the way, comes from our friend, and he's associated with them, mutual friend of all of us, at Flippin Customized. Now, Flippin Customized is a business that Scott has where he does custom vehicles. He also has an amazing YouTube channel. There's a link to it in the description, so be sure and check that out if you like what you see there. So let me cue that up, and let's go to Lee, New Hampshire, 2021.
Flippin Customized, and we're at the Lee Motor Speedway show, New Hampshire Muscle Cars. We're showing the shop truck. Scott from Flippin Customized. He's in Syracuse, New York right now, so we're gonna show it for him. Show's looking pretty good so far. We get some clips, so they're gonna be right here. Thank you.
JT Services. They do refrigeration work for companies like Aroma Joe's. They're the Aroma Joe's guys that do all the conditioning for Aroma Joe's. Not air conditioning, but cooling. Air conditioning and cooling. Okay. So the winner of Best of Show, and don't forget, we've got the 50-50 next, so don't go anywhere. 2 specialty awards also? Oh, 2 appraisals to give away also. Excellent. We got more stuff to do. Best of Show, JT Services. Car number 1437, Steve Laro, it looks like, in a Dodge Challenger RT. Is he still here is the question.
So yeah, before we do comments on that, real quick, I need to give a shout out, of course, to our friends at Flippin Customized. You see their logo there. They've got an excellent YouTube channel, link in the description, and also our friends at the New Hampshire Muscle Car Club. They put on these amazing car shows. Link in the description to their Facebook page. Want to give them a great shout out because they're good friends of ours, and they're really good about contributing content to this podcast. So with that out of the way, I think it's Rob's turn for reactions to what we were just looking at.
I like that Daytona that pulled in with the big wing on the back. But too bad he didn't show us a bit better picture of under the hood of his car. It looked pretty neat of his pickup truck. I seen a chain with a sprocket, and it looked like it was supporting alternator or something. It looked like he had a neat job done under the hood of different things he had done that most people don't do.
Good color,
I like the color tires. Yes, the color tires are neat.
Yes. And you're right. I'm just trying to find that because under the hood, he had a lot of custom metal fabrication under there.
Yeah, and he just showed it just quick. That's it. Yeah, I like the little red.
Yeah, wasn't that the one with the pipes, with the turn-offs, like the red and white valve turn-offs, with the copper pipes?
Oh, I don't remember exactly what he had going on under there, but I'm trying to find it there because I know he had some custom metal fab stuff. Where the heck was that? I should have taken a screenshot of that. Here's the truck. Oh, there's the truck. Let's see if I can go by slow enough for under the hood. There we go. Right there.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
He had a lot going on under there.
Oh, copper wire. I see the copper wire now.
Yeah.
And he's got Jack Daniel bottles for the overflow.
Yes.
It's the different crankshafts.
Yeah.
So,
did you ever hear how he did at that show?
I did not. And it sounded like he was in Syracuse that weekend because the first person we saw there, the young man that was talking, I don't know if that's Scott's son or someone he works with, but he was there doing the coverage of that show instead of Scott because Scott was in Syracuse that weekend. But yeah, Flippin Customized as a business does some amazing custom stuff. And you may have noticed in the intro there a lot of custom things that they were doing on motorcycles and cars and trucks and stuff. Really impressive what they do. So if you're curious at all about that, just do a Google search for Flippin Customized, and they do some amazing stuff. Just want to be sure and give them a good shout out. But any other thoughts, Rob, before we get comments from Virgil? Or
oh, that looked like a good show. A good variety of trucks and even cars there too. Yes,
for sure, definitely. Virgil?
Yeah, that red rat rod of a truck there.
The fire truck.
Like that one. It looked like a what for which I couldn't.
Right
yeah,
there.
that one right there. Yes, that there looked like maybe an old Ford.
That looks like a Ford.
Even that Ford right there, that F-100 right there too, the green.
Yeah.
That right there. I was looking at the bed on that one. It looked like it was it was a bar or something.
Oh yeah. And some quick shots of like that intro there with Flippin Customized, all the things that they do.
Yeah.
And kind of going by too fast, but they do some
like they have a lot of fun at that shop.
Yeah, for sure. And they do some great stories on a lot of these vehicles on their YouTube channel. It's a very entertaining channel. And there's a link to it in the description. And I know I keep saying it, but they're good friends of ours, and we want to make sure and give them some love and try to send some of our people their way to check out their Facebook page, their YouTube channel like that, both Flippin Customized and the New Hampshire Muscle Car Club, because they're both amazing people. And Michael, reactions?
I like that Superbird. I wish I got to see that do the track. That would be nice to see that, but they didn't have it on the track that I could see. But that would have been something.
There it is.
Yep.
Right there, that blue. It's hard to stop right on it.
Yep. But that would have been interesting because that car was known to literally fly off the ground.
Yes.
I was told. So that would have been interesting to see that put to the test. But then I was very impressed with that that Chevy. I don't know what the guy did. If he puts a kind of spray cans in there, and when he hit the gas and burn rubber, it released the orange spray. Because I'm like, wow,
No, it's special tires.
Cool.
It's tires.
Oh, that's the tires.
That's
Yeah.
the tires.
Wow.
You get them
That's a
different
burnout
colors
tire.
too. If you look on the track, somebody had blue tires before that.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And it has nothing to do with gender reveal.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the orange was going to reveal. A new Trump baby.
Yeah, there
Well,
you
you
go.
know what? Here's the thing it could reveal. When it was going around in the curve, you couldn't see nothing but orange. All of a sudden, when it clears up, it's a Dukes of Hazzard car. Oh, what
There
a
we go.
transformation.
Presto changeo.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, and then I really like that car. Oops, I'm trying to stop on it. That Impala, that blue Impala.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I love
Like
those.
that.
What's that, like a 66, 67 maybe?
It looks like probably a 60. I was going to say 67 probably.
Yeah, I love those. The lines on those, to my eyes, are just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, 65, 67, 66. Yeah.
Well, you know what? You're seeing BEL 65, so you never know. It could be a 65.
Oh, yes, you're right. Good call. It's probably a 65, yeah. Could that possibly mean Bel Air? Do you think that's what that means?
Could be.
Chevy Bel Air? Maybe, yeah.
I don't really recall a Bel Air looking like that, though. But
Yeah, me neither. But I'm not sure. When the 60s cars, I'm less knowledgeable on than the 70s cars.
Well, you think about it, Chevy Impala was basically just a higher trim level of the Bel Air.
Sure.
Yeah. It's like right behind the rear window, all that stuff was a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yes.
Different body lines.
Sure. Oh, and then we've got comments coming in. David from Alaska Railroad says that orange 70 Chevelle. He says that's his dream muscle car. Absolutely. And then, of course, then Mike Whiteside is saying Virgil the comedian. There we go. It's true. Virgil
There you go. Wow.
Virgil makes us laugh just about every episode. And Stacy
it is the 65.
Yes, there we go. They've confirmed 65 Impala. Very cool. Very cool. Well, cool. Let me move this out of the way here, and we'll get back to the menu for the evening. We're on item number 5. We're going to take a look at a montage of Chevy El Camino images. These images are all from our good friend Michael Delage, who's with us tonight. Michael, by the way, does the New England Classic Cars Facebook group. There's a link to it in the description. It's an excellent Facebook group if you like what you're looking at tonight. A lot of great classic cars, muscle cars, and all that on there. And so the way it works is basically Michael supplies me with the images, and then I put them together into an image montage, and put a little music under it, and it's something we can all enjoy. Any comments on this, Michael, before we roll it, or?
After we roll it, I actually do have the pictures in the computer, in that little file right now. So if there's a question about what year, I might be able to instantly get the year for you guys.
Perfect. So anyone has questions on what we're about to see, make a comment, and we'll see if we can get an answer on that from Michael. Let's take a look.
I don't care what the
Thank you so much to Michael for that footage. We really appreciate that. And I think it's Virgil's turn for the first reaction.
Yeah, we had that teal color. Was that a 59? There we go, 59 or a 60 El Camino. I love those years for those fins.
The big tail fins. Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah. There was that teal, and then there's another white one.
Let me quickly go
There
into
we
my
go.
hard drive and I'll
Trying to
try
stop right on that white
years.
one. There we
Come
go.
on, I'm firing here. All right.
Yeah, that was
The
those are
computer
cool.
is acting out. All right.
There's rear lights that have something to do with it. I think that's a 59.
Can you close the door? Cool.
Okay. Well, the cars start out from 59 to 87. So that's the years of all the El Caminos.
Sure. Those must be late 50s, early 60s with the big wings, tail fins like that.
Well, the first one is a 59. It's a white one. And that one had the long fins in the back and the long tail lights too. It looked like a stretched out tail light.
Yeah.
Let's see, 1960. That's the Aqua, which is the like teal blue or whatever, green blue or whatever color you want to call it.
Yeah.
And that one had the
bullet
style.
Yeah, it had the two round headlights. Tail lights in the back.
Tail lights,
there,
yes.
Big long piece.
Nice.
64. It's a red one, and that one it started looking more like a Chevelle with the lights in the corners.
Right there. No. Yeah, maybe.
No, that's a
That
70
looks like late 60s.
Yeah, so 64, they started pointing the lights on the corners, like the Chevelles had. 65, that was
right there. Yeah.
Color one. The mint color one, same thing. It had the tail lights just like the 64. So basically, from that point on, that tail lights kind of stay the same right up to the end. Some alterations, but
yeah.
Now I'll get back into this so I can get back into see what I'm seeing on the screen. But
I was impressed with this tonneau cover right here.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Michael. I'm sorry.
I was too, because I never saw one that goes all the way up like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that either. Yeah.
That's like
But
now you make it a convertible now, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. And any other comments on this, Michael?
Well, this one that you just passed, this one right here, was the most colorful one. I could tell you that.
Yeah, that's
probably
an
a lot of
impressive paint job.
customization done to it too.
Yeah.
Just look at the paint job. I can just imagine the engine.
That's probably 86, 87 maybe, or maybe the 88.
Let me go in again and I'll find out. I'm thinking that's going to probably be about 86, 86. Orange silver. All right, orange silver. So that's the one I think. Yep, that's got to be 85.
85. Gotcha.
But it screams like that 1990s, 2000, early 2000s build time.
Yes.
Yep.
It's got that look.
The tribal on the side.
And it's really funny because when I first started seeing these and taking photos and stuff, I was like, hey, it's got a Monte Carlo front end. But I was told the Monte Carlo front end will not bolt on onto El Camino. It's a whole different size.
Wow. So even though it looks the same, it doesn't bolt right on.
Exactly. I was very surprised to hear that from owners. They told me, oh, yeah, it may look like a Monte Carlo front end, but a Monte Carlo front end will not bolt on in the front of this. It won't be the same size.
Gotcha. And Rob, comments on what we've been looking at? Or
Michael, what's the last year they built them?
Well, what the last one I got is 87, but I'm not really sure, but I can quickly look that up right now.
Yeah.
While we're
I like the third one you showed, the one that would have been in 58 or something like that with the big wings.
Oh yes, right.
Third one, and it looks like it's a 10-foot box on it. It looks huge.
That's huge, yeah. In fact, Virgil, do you remember at the Essex car show we saw one very similar to this? It had kind of that patina to it. I think I got an interview with a guy. I'll have to put that on that interview on another episode.
It's one of those. I'll see it and it'll come to my memory.
It'll all come back. Absolutely.
Okay.
So go ahead, Michael. Did you find that?
All right. It is 87 was the last year that they actually made them.
Interesting.
At least that's what Wikipedia says.
Sure.
But I did hear they want to make a comeback, but apparently it never materialized.
Sure.
Except in Australia.
Yes.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. But it's funny because if they did make a comeback, that means you have to have a long frame car, which they don't make long frame cars anymore. So can you imagine seeing something about the size of a modern day Cadillac, which is a full-size Cadillac, but it's like a mid-size car, and have that as an El Camino for the size? That'll look like a very strange El Camino.
Didn't Dodge make a little car that looked like an El Camino?
Ooh, I don't know. Not that I recall, but you never.
The Colt? Didn't they do the Colt like an El Camino?
Possibly.
I know that. I'm pretty sure that Toyota or Subaru made one too. That was supposed to be like an El Camino.
Brat, yes.
Yeah, Brat. Subaru Brat.
I remember that. Yeah.
But there's a company
got a couple
now that does. There's a company now where you can get these kits to where you can almost make any car El Camino now.
That'd be cool.
Oh wow!
They did the Volkswagen Bug. They did the Jetta.
Yeah.
I forget what company that is, but they did like the new Bugs and the new Jettas and made those into El Camino style things. I'll find it. I'll find it and I'll pass that link on the mic there.
Yeah, please do.
Okay.
And we do have comments that have come in. We've got Mike Whiteside saying, "Wouldn't the snowmobile look cool as heck in the back of an El Camino?"
Oh yeah,
I'd like to see that. And then David from Alaska Railroad says he always thought of the El Camino as a Chevelle with a box in the rear. I believe that's
actually he is 100% correct because they even had El Camino, but it was based on like the Malibu, which is basically a higher end Chevelle. So technically, that's what the El Caminos were. They were a Chevelle all the way from beginning to end, with the back end just chopped off and the trunk and everything, and make it into a truck body.
Sure. We do have to move on because we're running short on time here. I like to finish usually about the top of the hour. We're going to go over a little bit over tonight. We're going to do item number 6. We're going to save number 7 for another episode. But we're going to look at a 1966 Ford Bronco. And this is for sale by our friends over at B&B Auto Sales. So let me cue that up here and we'll have a look at that. Here it is. Let's take a look.
Hi, this is Dirk from B&B Auto Sales. Today we're going to show you our 66 Ford Bronco Custom. Has a body lift, has a suspension lift, oversized tires and wheels, 351 with Holley fuel injection. My body shop did the bumper, or did the body. You can see it's got custom bumpers on it. You can see the paint's got an awesome shine to it. We've got about 40 test miles on this build, so not a lot of issues anywhere with it, obviously. Seat's been redone, got a B&M shifter. We rhino-lined the floor. It does have the rear door panels too. Got the custom front door panels, CD player in it. There's your Terminator X Holley fuel injection, new dash pad, sun visors. Like I said, this is, see, we have scratched a little bit getting in here, but in a little bit of rub on the door. So I'm just showing you what's going on there. So brand new tires. There you can see the suspension and the body lift. If you look at the pictures underneath, you'll see how nice it is, but there you can see my reflection. This thing is just awesome. Missing the lock for the rear gate. Can't get one, so that's why. We did leave the holes for the a spare tire carrier in case you want to put a custom one on. Did a lot of body work on it. I mean, it was sheet metal. There ain't no Bondo in it. 351 fuel injected, automatic, power steering, power brakes. Like I said, this thing is a show quality truck. Just getting it out, driving it some, getting it ready to sell. So if you're looking for one that's a top-notch one, yes, they're a lot of money, but this is one I can show you receipts on the whole build. So anything you want to know, I can tell you. Start it up here, put the Holley fuel injection in. Because of the ignition switch, we've got a button to start it. Here's the radio. The heater fan works. There's a blinker, you can see to the left, blinker to the right. Just been out, drove there. It runs around 200, I think is what the temperature is, 209. You can see. Horn does not work, fuel gauge does work. Got good sounding dual exhaust on it. Electric fuel pump in the tank. 351, probably got a couple hundred miles on it. There's your power brakes, serpentine belt system with power steering, Durali cooling fan on it. They're the best cooling fans out there, aluminum radiator. Just a really cool truck. Exhaust coming off the back. So if you're looking for a pretty cool custom Bronco, really doesn't need anything. We'll just keep putting some miles on it to make sure it's ready to go. 605-695-7391.
So yeah, thank you so much to our friends at B&B Auto Sales for that awesome footage. Now we are just about out of time, but I do want to get a quick comment for everyone on this car, and I think it's Michael's turn. Quick comment on that, Michael?
Yeah. Hey, Lynn, if you're out there, we need to buy this. It's your color. Love the vehicle.
Nice. And Lynn is the girlfriend?
Yes, she is.
Very cool. We'll save that one for her.
It's simple to repair. You don't have all electronics on it.
Definitely. And Rob?
Oh, fun vehicle. When I was 20 years old, we used to go to truck events all the time, and Broncos were very, very popular there. They did very well in the mud bogs.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Very cool. And Virgil?
Yeah, but color combination, great. I mean, it's,
yes.
Other than being, my only down point is the colors is cowboy colors. Looks like Dallas Cowboys.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
it's true.
Get that. Other than the color, everything's great.
Yes. And we do have comments that have come in. Let's see. David from Alaska Railroad says, "Good show. See you tomorrow for the snowmobile show." And yes, if you're curious about the Vintage Snowmobile podcast that we do every Thursday night, links in the description. I'd love to see you there. We have a lot of fun with that show as well. And Mike Whiteside says, "Great show tonight. Enjoyed big time. We appreciate that. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone." And yes, to all of you as well. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to all of our viewers, and to Virgil, to Rob, and to Michael. Very, very thankful that all of you are part of this, both our co-hosts as well as all the viewers. I could not be happier with all of that. We really appreciate that. And we'll go around the screen real quick with final closing comments. Virgil?
And Michael Delage. Hey, that Bronco is they want 87 for that one there. So
not that price, not for the condition it's in.
Yeah, so 87,000. I'm like, ooh wee. But yeah, they went through every nut and bolt. So yes, I'll come and ride with you, buddy.
That's a sweet example. And quick comment, Michael?
Yeah. I just want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. And looking forward in 2 weeks to come back and do this all over again. And if anybody's got any requests for cars or anything, you can put your request on my Facebook page there, and I'll be glad to put pictures up wherever you're interested in seeing.
Yes, and there's links to Mike's Facebook in the description. And Rob?
Great show. Had fun being here, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yep,
Absolutely. And quick comments before we go. We've got Stacy and Art Fosler saying we will be there. He's talking about the snowmobile show tomorrow night. We appreciate that. He's there every week. And also Kyle Phillips says, "Go Cowboys." He's making trouble.
That's why I put it out there.
Very cool.
I know he likes the cheerleaders.
Nice.
So,
yeah, the cheerleaders. You can't go wrong with that.
Kyle's a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader fan.
There we go. Now that's something to be thankful for right there.
Yes.
Well, cool. Well, yes. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Very thankful for all of you. We really appreciate that. And as always, we give the last word to our friends at Amsoil. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Hey, likewise.
See you later.
Wrong. Here we go.
Okay, everybody else is gone.
Yeah, I hit the wrong video, and I'm waiting for Amsoil to come on. Let's try it again. Hello, everyone. This is Rob and Mike. How you doing today, Rob?
I'm doing good. Mike, yourself?
Very well. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Now, today, we're going to be talking about Amsoil. And in a few moments, we're going to show you how you can get the deepest discounts, free shipping, and free gifts when you order your Amsoil products through us. But first, I'm going to ask Rob to give you a quick description of what Amsoil is and why you should consider using Amsoil products in your motorized vehicles.
Thanks, Mike. Amsoil is 100% synthetic oil. Everybody uses Amsoil for a different reason. Some people like the benefits that Amsoil is warranted for 25,000 miles or 1 year. The reason we can do that is because Amsoil doesn't oxidize. It doesn't form the usual carbons, gums, sludges like petroleum oils do. That's why we can keep it in the engines longer. Petroleum oils never do wear out. They oxidize themselves. That's why they have to be changed at 3,000 kilometers. And Amsoil likes the benefit that you only have to change the oil once a year. That saves some money. Some of the people like the benefit of Amsoil is it's a slipperier type lube. By having a slipperier type lube, it cuts down friction drag. By less friction and drag, engines run 20 to 50 degrees cooler, better gas mileage. Now, Amsoil says 25% more protection than the industry requires is in the Amsoil bottles. My average customer gets about 10% increase in gas mileage. That's a big savings.
Yeah.
And by cutting down friction and drag, for every 10 degrees you cut down the friction and drag, doubles the life of the engine. So by having the engine run cooler, it makes it last longer. Some people like the benefit of the range of the Amsoil. Amsoil's flash point is 425 degrees, and it pours at 50 below zero. Wow. If you ever try petroleum oil when it's 10 below, it turns to honey. And in the summertime, petroleum oil thins out, and once it thins out, that's when it starts breaking down. So Amsoil's an all-season oil, can give you better gas mileage, longer engine life, less maintenance. It ends up being cheaper over a year's time running Amsoil than it is petroleum oils.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And Amsoil is available for pretty much any motorized vehicle, anything from lawn equipment, cars, trucks, boats, ATVs, motorcycles, snowmobiles.
Yep. And a lot of people phone me up and say, well, what's the benefit of our gear lube? Exactly what I told you about the engine oil. It pours in cold weather, it runs cooler, makes the equipment last longer. And they say, well, what's the benefit of the small engine? Same thing. Makes the engine run cooler, last longer, better performance. So it saves on all the applications that Amsoil has available.
Wonderful, wonderful. So yeah, let's talk now. Hopefully this has convinced people to think about maybe joining us in the Amsoil experience. Let's talk about some of the discounts and free shipping and how that all happens. I'm going to pop a graphic on the screen. And yeah, by all means, if you want to talk people through how this preferred customer program works.
Amsoil has a number of different programs. One of our main ones is a catalog customer, where somebody can order directly out of our catalog. If they order out of the catalog, they order $100 worth, Amsoil will ship it right to their house. But our best program is our preferred customer. For only $10 for 6 months, you become a preferred customer, you save 25% on all the product. You order $100 worth, they're going to give you free shipping. You don't have to order a whole case. You can mix and match. Say you want 4 bottles of small engine, 7 bottles of 5W30, and a couple of gear loops. You can mix and match. You can order 1 bottle at a time if you want. There's no minimums, no maximums. By being a preferred customer, you save over 25% on all the products you're going to buy. Amsoil sends you extra gifts, a $5 gift certificate on your birthday, $5 when you renew your account, and stuff like that. So it's a good way to save on some of the products you want to buy.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, it's an incredible value, and this is the deepest level of discount that anyone can get when ordering Amsoil. Is that correct?
It is. It is.
Wonderful, wonderful. So let's take people through the step-by-step experience of placing an Amsoil order. Then that would include signing up for the preferred customer discount, or sorry, preferred customer program, so they can receive those deepest levels of discount. So let's go to the website. This is what the website's going to look like. These are some screenshots. Once you go to amsoil.com, there's a link in the description, or you can just type that into a browser, amsoil.com. This is the page you land on. At the upper corner of the page there, you see how I've circled in red. That is the link to click, the Join Now link. That will take you to the Preferred Customer Program page, where you can take advantage of all of these discounts and free shipping and everything that we've just been talking about. This is what that page looks like. In the lower right, you're going to click Join Now. This will pop up. You select the duration you'd like, whether it's 6 months or 12 months, and click Add to Cart. Now, once this pop-up goes away, you'll be back on the main page. And the upper left, you'll see where I've got that red arrow. It says Shop. Now you can start shopping for products, and on your very first order, you're going to get these discounts and the free shipping as long as it's over $100. You'll get all of these benefits right away. So once you click Shop, it's going to take you to a product page. There's different types of oils, lubricants, so on and so forth. For the benefit of this exercise we're doing now, I'm just going to click motor oil. It shows different types of motor oil. Let's click gasoline. Now this takes us to an item. It's their synthetic motor oil. And you can see the item there, and there's choices for different viscosities. But take a look at the price. Let's take a closer look. Let's zoom in. But if you've joined the Preferred Customer Program first, you're going to automatically get the deepest levels of discount. That's what we're looking at here. You're saving $3.80 on that quart of oil. Instead of paying $16.29, you're now paying $12.49 for that quart of oil. That is the deepest level of discount you can possibly get. And then you just add the quantity that you'd like. You select any other items that you're thinking about, add them to the cart. And once you click Add to Cart for the final time, you're going to see this come up at the top of the screen. It's going to show your items and the total that you're at so far. Pardon me. And then you just click View Cart in the upper right, and that'll take you to your cart. Take a close look here at the upper right. That blue box shows that you're getting free shipping. You're eligible for free shipping on this order because it's over $100. That little yellow box shows that you've got the preferred customer membership on your order that gives you the deepest levels of discounts for the next 6 to 12 months. And then below that, you've got the items that have been selected. For the exercise here, I selected 9 quarts of the Signature Series, but that brings us up over $100 for the free shipping. We're saving $34.20. And if you're ready to finish, you click Checkout Now, and that takes you to this screen here. If you haven't signed up with an Amsoil account at this point, just click in the lower right to create an account, create a new account. It's going to ask you for some basic information, name and those types of things. Now let's take a closer look. You'll see this gray shaded box. This is a very important box. This is going to ask you if someone has referred you to Amsoil. And if so, please enter my name. My name is Mike LaPierre. It's spelled right there on the screen for the correct spelling. And also the referral number, 304-555-94. That's how you make sure that Rob and I get credit for this. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I have signed up for Amsoil under Rob. So when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. So if you enjoy these podcasts that we're doing, this is a wonderful way to support the podcast, because when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. And the commissions I make go directly toward offsetting the cost of doing these podcasts. So I thank you in advance for that, for using my referral number. I very much appreciate it. And once you've done that, you just go into the next screen to enter your payment information, and you're done. Now, once you've placed your order that's over $100, and that order includes your Amsoil Preferred Customer Program, you are now eligible to get a free DVD from myself. Now, this is going to be either a muscle car DVD or a vintage snowmobile DVD. Use the email address on the screen, wkspodcasts@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know which DVD you would like me to send you, the muscle car or the vintage snowmobile DVD, and I'll get that right out to you. As you're typing in that email, in the subject line, be sure and type in capital letters, free DVD requests, so it stands out as I'm checking my email, and we'll get that right out to you. So I guess the last thing, Rob, that we wanted to talk about is if someone is considering Amsoil as a business opportunity.
Yes. If anybody has a retail or a commercial account and they would like to buy directly from Amsoil, just send Mike a line. He'll show you how to set up, and you can buy directly from Amsoil. But if you are interested in starting your own part-time business, a part-time business that can grow into a full-time income, Mike and I will show you the Amsoil marketing plan. Amsoil has a large selection of products that cover almost every application. So it doesn't matter if you're into snowmobile, boating, or ATV or hot rods. We have an oil for every application. It's a fun type business that's I really enjoy doing. Where else can I go and have fun and make money doing it? And Mike and I are here to help you all the way along. If you need any help on how to promote or to find new accounts, we're here to help you.
For sure, for sure. So when you sign up under that number, this 304-555-94, you're getting Rob and I as a team. Now, Rob has been doing Amsoil for 40 years. Can you believe that? 40 years. So he knows every aspect of this business, and he knows all of the ins and outs of the products. So he'll be able to help you with any kind of product questions or any kind of questions to show you the different business models that you can do with Amsoil. And then the other thing that you get when you sign up under me is I've got a strong background in social media. So if you need some coaching on how to generate Amsoil leads using Facebook and YouTube, I'm happy to coach you with that when you sign up under Rob and I. You get both of us as a team to help you, to coach you, to support you, whatever you need to get you off and running with this business and having fun with it. Like Rob said, it's an enormous amount of fun. If you're like Rob and I and you enjoy going to any kind of boat shows, car shows, motorcycle shows, snowmobile shows, anything with a motor, you like going to those shows, those events, those races, this is a great way to turn that into a income opportunity for you.
Yes, yes. And just by wearing my Amsoil hat at one of these events, people come up and ask me about Amsoil. People don't know where to buy it, and I'm there to help them, show them where they can buy the product.
Perfect. Well, cool. Well, this is great. Any final thoughts, Rob, before we wrap it up?
Amsoil's a fun business. Amsoil's been around since 1968. It was the first synthetic oil to be AI approved.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And that's very early in the game too, isn't it?
Yes.
For sure. Well, good. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for viewing. Hopefully, we've gotten you excited as we are about the Amsoil products. We'd love it if you could join us either as someone who uses the Amsoil products or to join the Amsoil team as a business opportunity. And we thank you so much for viewing. Have a great day.
You have a good day.